Do you see the evolution of cloud computing impacting the capabilities of NGOs?
Yeah, cloud computing is got it's both an incredible promise and an incredible threat. Let's talk about the threat side. Nonprofits have typically followed in the footsteps of traditional corporations and typically do so on a lagged basis by about 5 years in terms of technology. And so the thought that you can move the traditional infrastructure outside the organization into the cloud is threatening to many IT workers. But if you look at the IT spend of a nonprofit, we're spending, I describe this in terms of a pyramid. At the bottom of this pyramid is the lights on infrastructure spend. And most of the IT's budget and people time, probably more than 80%, is spent at that level on the pyramid. The next level up are the business applications, so the big vertical applications like financial management and donor management. And then the next level up from that is field workers, making them more effective in terms of program delivery by using technology. And finally, at the top of the pyramid is technology that impacts beneficiaries, in our case, children, that save the children, directly. So they're using the technology directly. And the challenge is that nonprofits spend 1/5 per desk of what corporations spend. So it's a 5-to-1 order of magnitude difference. And what that means is we're not going to be able to follow in the footsteps of traditional corporate IT. We're going to have to embrace things like the cloud to get out of the business of infrastructure management. So we're keenly interested in Microsoft's BPOS initiative, for example, because we think that that's a way for Microsoft to manage these infrastructure pieces for us. And so freeing up resources and time in the nonprofit so we can spend it on mission-moving stuff. Because at the two levels at the top of the pyramid, the field worker and the child of the beneficiary, that's where we have impact. That's mission-moving stuff. The stuff that's at the bottom of the pyramid, in terms of lights on or in terms of business applications, there really is not a competitive or value-added difference between nonprofits in those areas. So we ought to share those. We ought to have them managed by organizations such as Microsoft. So I look forward to that new development happening.